Howdy, y'all. This is my good friend Todd Puckett.
And this is my good friend, Mr. Holga.
And this is Don's Used Photo Equipment. So today on this lovely episode, we're just going to jump right in, guys. Today, we're going to talk about new, dead, and resurrected films for 2022.
So far, yeah.
Super cool.
That we know of.
I know we're only so far into the year, but it's a really exciting time for film right now.
March was an insane month for film.
Right.
Announcements, events,
so
and everything.
Put one little pin in this because at the end of this, we're going to talk about my new favorite film processing tool. So you'll have to stick around to check out that.
Yep.
And on top of that, I'll probably tell you why I'm wearing this shirt, or at least I'm going to allude to why I'm wearing this shirt. So, but really, we're going to jump into the films because we know that's what you want to hear about.
And it's a lot of stuff. It's really interesting and fun, and it's just full of just, wow, we got this to look forward to. This is cool. All right. First thing is the new. Okay. We're going to go.
As you said, this is like the good, the bad, and the ugly.
The good, the bad, the ugly, the new, the dead, the resurrected.
So this is the Clint Eastwood of films.
And by new, we mean a film that is started. It's not like something brought back. It's something that's created now, new.
Right.
The first one we're going to talk about a little bit is Color Mission 200.
Okay.
Now, this one, just sprung this on you last night about it.
Did you tell me about it? Yeah.
There's a lot of things with it, and I was reading several different articles, and it's kind of interesting because the thing of it is that there's a Color Mission 100.
Okay.
Then the company, ADOX, and
ADOX.
a film producing company that manufactures the actual film was working together and working on a new C41 film.
Color film.
Color film.
Right.
That's the C41.
Yes.
And they actually did a production run. Then the production company went belly up.
Okay.
So ADOX has this film out, Color Mission 200. And they've been working on this for a while. So this is something they have batches of it made.
Right.
And they're going to sell this and use the money to fund more research and production of C41.
More
film.
research and development.
Yeah. Development, get
it?
So that's what they're doing. So it's Color Mission 200. Now, from what I have read, and this is over several different articles.
And this is ADOX, the company.
ADOX, the company.
Okay.
From what I have read, they actually have made film, but stuck it in the cold storage.
Oh, the deep freeze.
The deep freeze. So it's old film, but it's new.
Just like Captain America.
Old but new.
Exactly, when he went into the deep freeze.
He came out. Yep.
Even better. He came out even better, right?
Which is what's going to happen with Color Mission.
ADOX,
200.
where is ADOX? Is that a European company, am I correct?
It is.
Where are they at?
I want to say Germany.
Okay.
Why not?
I'm going to go with that. Because I don't have any information in front of me.
It's
I'll correct it on the screen.
Yeah, we'll correct it on the screen. Don't do this to me. So Color Mission is the first one that we're going to talk about. And it's really interesting. So some film will be coming out now over the next several years. And they're saying...
So it's going to be called Color Mission?
Color Mission.
Okay.
And because it's their mission to create color film.
Oh, I get it now.
Mission.
I see. That's it's very punny. I like that.
Yeah, it is. So it's actually really interesting. So in between the time that they've made this announcement, which was February, I think, this year, to the time it comes out, it's going to be a few years. But during this time, they're going to be releasing some of the film that they have
from the storage.
From the storage.
Okay.
On this. And they're going to use that money then to turn into and help do the developing, research, and creation and making. So all of that.
They're gonna take the film that they made, they're gonna turn that into money, and then they're gonna turn that money into more film. I like this plan.
I know some other companies could use that.
This is a good plan. In case you're listening, this is a good plan.
This is a good plan. Use the money to do more work and get more film made.
Right.
So that's one of the ones that's brand new, meaning new chemistry, new makeup, everything.
Right. Okay. Cool.
A second one. Now this is
the new film that they're, you probably don't know this. The new film that they're working on, that's not also going to be called Color Mission, or?
Well, they've already had Color Mission 100, which came out in 2019.
Okay.
So this is Color Mission 200.
Right.
But again, it's
the return.
No, it's It's a completely new.
It's 200 ISO.
Yeah, 200 ISO. And what's the difference between 100 and 200?
It's 100.
Yeah, it's 100.
I'm not a smart ass. I just know how to do math.
That's right. So the 200 is a new film.
Okay.
And they will also probably, of course, meaning that they will work towards a 400, etc.
Oh, okay, even better.
So
the world needs more fine horror.
This is their understanding that film is not a fad, but yet film is a thing that is here to stay.
I think so.
And will be bought more in the future.
Okay. All right.
Now, another film
Another one
is completely created from scratch, brand new.
All right, from the ground up.
From the ground up. For the first time in over or around 20 years.
Okay, the first time in 20 years.
That a new slide film will be coming out this year.
New slide film. Wow, when was the last time I had a new slide film?
Over 20 years.
Wow. I mean, what was that film? I mean, we were talking
I don't know. That's a good question.
Was it the Kodak slide film? Was that the last one?
We would have to have done some preparation.
I know. Well, I know I got that. They released that Retro Chrome, the FPP people. But that wasn't new film. That was actually an old stock of film that they just repackaged. Right. So
then that's gone.
Right.
So
that is gone.
That was a one through gone.
But this is actually a brand new formula. Made, yeah.
New everything.
All
so
right. E6.
E6.
Yeah.
And they've been working on this for a few years. They are at the point now to where they've announced it.
Who's
now,
they?
They is Japanese Camera Hunter.
Oh,
JCH.
Okay. Japanese Camera Hunter. All right.
And someone else in Japan. So it's two companies.
So they're partnering. Okay.
I don't know who the other one is, but it's Japanese Camera Hunter.
Right.
And another company.
Okay.
Now, this is a film that will be, again, brand new. For the first time in 20 years, a slide film. Currently projected to be out by December of 2022, this year.
Okay, so Japanese Camera Hunter, that is exciting to have a new film promised to us at the end of the year. I keep thinking of another company that promised us a film towards the end of the year. But I'm not going to go there right now, guys. However, Japanese Camera Hunter, they only ever had black and white films. Am I correct?
They've only had black and white.
And that was that their own film, or was that just repackaged somebody else's film?
That was from what I understand, that was a new creation.
Okay, so their black and white was their black and white, and so now their E6 is going to be their E6. Guys, this is super exciting. I like this.
This is fun. Now, this is something that's only been going on, like I said, this year that we're hearing about this.
Okay, yeah.
So the first one was in February. This one they came out with in March.
Right.
That they announced it. Now, the other film in which we're going to talk about now, we've talked about before.
Still a new film?
Well, I believe it is.
Okay.
But because I don't know if it's a return or not.
Okay. But, so we're having a little debate about whether it's a new or just,
Well, it's exactly because not a lot of information is out on this one as of yet.
Okay.
ORWO movie company makes
ORWO, which I do know is in Germany.
Yes.
They
are, they're well known for their black and white film.
Oh, yeah.
Well known. And a bunch of their black and white film goes to the Library of Congress to be used for archiving film. So
it's because it's quality.
That, and also because the Library of Congress believed that ORWO was going to be around when another company might not be.
Oh, now that hurts. That's interesting.
Yes.
That hurts.
So that other company lost a lot of that business because of the uncertainty of the future of their position.
Okay, all right.
And ORWO is now
happy to pick it up. Why not?
Yeah, you sell truckloads of film to somebody at a time.
Yeah,
that's good news for them. Now, ORWO also at one point had color C41 movie film.
About how long ago? Do you know?
A long time ago.
Okay.
So that's all I know is that they had it at one point.
Okay.
Now they are by the middle to the end of this year supposed to be coming out with a brand new movie C41 film. But I don't know if they are also going to themselves take that movie film and make it and repurpose it into 35 and still photography 120 as well.
You mean like Cinestill, like removing the remjet and just putting it in some cassettes and
just doing and put ORWO
on
it? Because evidently they have had some shakeups in their internal structure and setup and things.
All right.
And from what I understand, that, and again, I'm just trying to read and glean things from here and there. And
it's a lot. It's a lot of news out there, guys.
There is a lot. And this is also stuff that, I was studying last year and earlier this year too, so a while. But they did that, from what I understand, so that they can actually probably have more access to just making film, still photography on their own.
Right.
So I don't know if it'll be done together at the same time, or if it will be done one and then just repurposed.
So you've heard that the movie film is definitely coming out this summer or a little bit later, but you don't know about the still color film, and that's really what we're all interested in.
But from what I have been able to kind of to research, and it may be coming out all sort of at the same time.
Okay. Wow.
Which will be great, because that would be a new / repurposed film, sort of all at the same time.
If I have my count correct, that's 3 color films you've already discussed.
Yeah.
3. Wow.
Yeah.
And boy, don't we need them.
Don't we need them right now, because my cupboard's bare. Yes. And now, that was the new. That was the new, guys. That is new, and that is very exciting. Now, same vein of company.
Yeah.
But dead.
Oh, the dead.
The dead.
The dead.
Street Candy has announced they're closing their doors.
Street Candy!
Why?
No.
So, why is it in the same stream but different? Street Candy is an ORWO movie film that has been repurposed.
Okay.
Several companies out there actually take ORWO movie film, take the rim jet off, and do a version of it, like Street Candy. And Street Candy we've had up here and sold it, but the guy said, "Hey, the prices have tripled. I can't do this."
Okay,
and he shut the doors. Now we will have to wait and see if Lomography, the other company that is repurposing,
because Lomography is doing the Potsdam and the Berlin, right?
Potsdam and Berlin.
Right from Lomography. They're right here, right on the shelf, guys.
Right behind the
shelf.
And I only have it in 120.
Well, yeah, you sold out of the 35, right?
Yes, sold out. Very popular. Yeah.
I got some of the 35. I haven't finished shooting it yet. So
yeah. So that is one. But again, with everything that's changing, all the pricing changing and everything that's going on, don't know how that'll affect Lomography with Berlin and Potsdam.
Okay.
But that's a current one. So Street Candy.
Street Candy is no mas.
No mas. We didn't create a reef.
No, and I'm sad to say, because I like, when you get in a new film, I try to shoot. As a matter of fact, I got some of the stuff recently. I try to shoot it. I want to go try different things. Unfortunately, I did not try any Street Candy.
No.
So,
but I had a lot of customers who did shoot it and they loved it.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit expensive at the time, and it probably would have been a lot more expensive
to keep going forward.
Yeah, but also my thought on this is that maybe the closure was connected to something of the fact that maybe ORWO's
trying to do their own color film. I mean, that could be, because you obviously you don't want to compete.
And black and white.
You don't want to compete.
No.
So I can't blame ORWO for that. But by the way, ORWO, if you would like to send me some samples so that I can go test some stuff, I'd love to get my hands on. If you would send me the first rolls of color film,
beta tester,
I would love to be a beta tester. I'm just throwing that out there. It's my service to you.
He's humbly volunteering his services.
I won't charge or anything like that. I'll just go shoot maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 rolls. I don't care. Whatever you send me.
We've actually talked to the U.S. rep, haven't we? I have.
I think I've tweeted with him. Maybe I should tweet to him.
I've actually talked with him. Very nice guy, very knowledgeable, knows that stuff inside and out.
I mean, it would be cool to be
surrounding it that he doesn't talk about.
It would be cool to be one of the first people to get a new color film.
It so would be. And I think, which plays into the part of the whole Dallas being a DFW analog community. You know, we were talking to somebody recently, probably on the last video. That's probably another conversation.
Well, I understand, but on the last video, which I'm going to put that link above his head.
And it was a good video.
Who was actually saying that Dallas is probably a little bit more of an analog than Fort Worth is. But obviously, overall, the Dallas-Fort Worth area is phenomenally analog. And very, very big community and strong. So we love shooting film here. And if ORWO wants to send me some rolls, once again, I'm going to Dallas would be a great test market. Other companies. If you get to me before I go on vacation, that'd be even better. Yeah, that's not gonna. You know what? Maybe if we put this on Twitter and send it to Elon. Yeah, right. Send it and just put it on Twitter saying something that X company is no longer making film. It will be around the world
in a half a day.
There you go. There you go.
Now.
All right, so we've gone to the new. We've done the dead. Now it's time for the Resurrected, right?
Resurrected.
And mind you, we are taping this just after Easter, so that's not. It's just a coincidence, and we did not plan this because we don't plan. We don't plan, right?
We don't.
So
the
it
topic
just happens to be after Easter Sunday.
The Resurrected. And by Resurrected, this also coincides with kind of how we're couching this thing.
Right.
Meaning Gold 120.
Gold 120.
First March story that just blew up.
Oh, exploded. Kodak Gold 120 film.
The world went bananas. Now they went yellow bananas.
Right. This was one of the two films promised by Kodak last year, if I'm correct.
2 years ago, 2019.
Was it 2 years ago? And so I've been joking about it for quite some time.
Maybe 2020.
I think we were promised it. And I've been joking about, well, where's that new film? Where's that new film? Well, they were a few months late.
Okay, no, they had a new film and a return film.
Right, and the goal
This is the return.
This is the return. It's just a 120
format.
Now,
this is why we're calling it the Resurrected. Kodak Gold 120 was around 20 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
And it was, and I actually got some in the store and was selling expired Gold 120 rolls. I loved it. I wanted to go out and take some and shoot it, but I didn't.
Oh, that big batch of film.
Big batch of film.
Yeah.
There's Kodak Gold 120 rolls in there. There are a bunch of other 120 rolls in there too, which were like that. But this was hilarious. And I want them to bring this film back. Mm-hmm. I was holding it up and tell everybody that would listen, bring this film
apparently
back.
They listened to you.
They didn't. Because I didn't get a tweet or anything on it.
Oh.
But they did bring it back.
But if you said it was discontinued, then...
Well, it had been for 20 years. The thing, so this is a film that was, and is now, again, it's returned. It's resurrected.
It's resurrected, yes, guys. We
Kodak
get it again.
Gold 120. Now, personally, I ordered 800 rolls of this stuff.
Wow.
800 rolls.
And I don't see any on the shelf.
Because they only sent me 100 rolls.
Oh!
Where is that?
Where is the what?
Where is that?
Oh, the one. Excuse me.
Now, I pre-sold this.
Promised to a customer.
Yeah, this don't come in and say, oh, I want that.
I want that one. No.
This has already been purchased. Somebody has already bought this. And I did not plan. I did not announce. I did not do anything.
No.
I just simply knew that at some point, some of the stuff was coming in. And people would come in and say, you got the Gold 120? And I go, no, but if you want to, I will pre-sell it to you. They go, okay. Oh. So they whipped out their credit card and they bought film and I wrote it down and I said, okay, when it comes in, I'll let you know.
Is that what I did when I got mine?
Yes. That's what you did.
It helps to know somebody.
Well, it's whoever walked in. And it was just that moment thing. And I had, because I didn't know that I was going to just be limited to 100, I think, at that point.
Oh, you were hoping to get all 800 or at least half?
I was going to get a lot of it. And but maybe I heard, but I just said, okay, but if you want some, pay me now, you'll get it in. So about half of it.
Okay.
The other 10 Pro Packs, which there's 20 Pro Packs and 100 rolls, is 20 Pro Packs. I got the whole thing in. Half of it was prepaid, which is great.
Yeah.
And I didn't discount it. I was at price.
It was at price.
And then I had 10 Pro Packs left, and just basically whoever was coming in at that point, because now you will see a lot of people throw their thing. Hey, we've got this up there.
2024 dating.
2024 dating. And it's
fresh.
My dad does that. Opens it up and closes it back up. Stop it, Dad. But yeah, so I've got 700 more rolls coming in. I don't know when they're coming in, and that's the thing about what's going on right now.
Within the next 7 weeks.
No, that's another company.
That is another company, isn't it?
That is another company. It's shipping.
It's shipping.
For 7 weeks.
It's in transit.
For 7 weeks. That's the story. When will this come in? It's shipping.
It's shipping, guys.
So whatever that translates into, I have no idea.
So super exciting. Kodak Gold 200.
That's the first thing that just went kaboom, and everybody just went nuts.
Yes.
It was fun. Followed quickly on the heels by And actually, it was the same day.
It was the same day.
The same day.
So unfortunately, we're not as newsy as we'd like to be, but this was a big day for announcements.
Instead of being like some news things that just is in a rush to get things out there and then later on correct it.
Yeah.
We're going to be a little bit more correct with what we say.
I hope so.
We're going to try.
We're going to try.
It's even though it's not as exciting as kind of saying other things that people are misled about. But Cinestill, the same day.
Cinestill, I've heard of them.
Same day. And again, he told me not to get on my soapbox about it.
No soapboxing it here
today.
No
soapboxing today. Cinestill came out with the announcement of, hey, was it 21 days to buy 400D,
right,
in 35 and 120 and 4x5.
Right. They're doing a funding campaign.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand why, but that's what they were doing.
Well, they wanted to have the money before they actually produced it.
Which, okay, I understand, but still.
But I would thought that the thousands of dollars I sent them would have given them the money. But evidently,
wait, that's the soapbox.
That's the
soapbox.
But they were, last time I looked, had raised nearly $800,000.
Okay.
And they had the 35 millimeter film. That goal was reached the first or second day, the first day.
Probably.
The first day. It's like, hey, we reached our goal. 35 millimeter will be made. Next day or so, hey, we reached our goal. 120 will be made.
Right.
And then a week or two later, hey, we reached our goal. 4x5 will be made. So they're making 35 millimeter, 120, and 4x5. Now, why are we not calling this a new film?
Why, Todd? Why is this not a new film?
This is not a new film.
Okay, it's not.
It's a repurposed film.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's still Cinestill.
It's Cinestill 400D.
Which is technically
Kodak
film, movie film with the rim jet removed, right?
Truthfully, it's two separate companies now.
Okay, but it's still Kodak film.
They are already making Kodak's making 400D movie film. So it's an existing film.
D standing for daylight.
Yes.
Okay.
D standing for daylight. It's an existing film that is going to be repurposed for 35, 120, 4x5.
Right.
Then the cherry on top of all of this, and I don't know what the last status of this thing is because it's either ending soon or it's ended. I don't know. But
dangerously close. I think I got an email.
Whenever they got over 10,000 people buying stuff, 10,000 names on their new email list.
Yeah.
They announced that they are going to also, and this is what what confuses me, because they waited until the end of the whole thing and then say, hey, you can now pre-order 220 film.
Ooh.
Now this is exciting. 220
it is
film.
exciting.
And the reasons are the implications of what it means. It means that film is doing so well, so strong, and so solid of a foundation that they're now putting out feelers about 220 film, and which at one point, everyone would tell you it will never return. In fact, I've had someone from a company say it will never return.
220 film?
220 film will never
return. I probably only have
return.
one camera that can possibly shoot 220, and that's my Pentax 6.7.
Yeah. Because you can just shift the back.
I think I can shift its counter, and that's the only one. So
yeah. Well, last year we had Shanghai black and white 220 film, and I could not get any. I do not know how to get that, so I didn't get any. But somebody made a fresh batch, new production run roll of Shanghai 220 film. So that was the first one that I'm aware of. That came out last year. This year, with only a few days remaining in the GoFundMe,
the campaign.
The GoFundMe
I don't know I don't know what kind of a campaign it is.
But they only allow, so they gave like 21 days for all the other three to get funded, but they only gave like 5 or a week or 5 days to get 220 film funded.
Okay.
Which at last I saw was around 80%. So I don't know if it's reached that final 20%.
Yeah.
They should leave that to where you can have a little bit longer to do that. And if there was a way, I would buy 100 rolls of that to help towards this. But there wasn't a little check mark for that. So Cinestill, I would buy 100 rolls of the 220 film. I've already got ordered 100 rolls each of the 35 and the 120, and I actually ordered one of their Kickstarter things of the 4x5.
He is actually being very nice, guys. I actually don't understand the Kickstarter campaign at all myself.
Well, evidently,
from the standpoint of like, okay, we're going to bring out a new film, and we already have a lot of customers, and we just, other than, it's like, just then put the product to market. I mean, I think Kickstarter things are for those untried and true types of things. And that's really what it needs to be for. It's like it's something that has never been on the market before, but a 400 speed film has been on the market
It's been on the market.
It's going to sell. So, so why bother doing the Kickstarter?
It's just not going to sell in the store for a while.
Well, I mean, but had it gone directly to the stores, it would have sold just the same, right?
I would have had a line out the door.
You would have. So
I would have.
It's a little disingenuous, so I'll be on the soapbox for Todd here. But it's like, why go through the bother of a Kickstarter campaign?
Yeah, it's basically sucking oxygen out of the brick and mortars.
I mean, I understand if you were going to create a brand new film camera, Kickstarter campaign, right? Yeah. Because you want to know how many people you can get on board, what you can sell it for, all that kind of good stuff.
I think Color Mission would be an interesting Kickstarter.
But a new film, we've got lots of films, and we're always interested in
400 speed film, yeah.
So,
but that means that right now people will be getting Cinestill 400D.
Okay.
But yet not getting Kodak Portra 400.
Yeah, so right now we got companies that are picking and choosing what they're making and what they're not making. That's making it really hard for all of us right now.
It really is.
Really hard.
Because when was the last time Portra 400 35 millimeter was produced?
Yeah, you don't have any 35 millimeter color film right now, do you?
I've got Ektar, and I've got another one we're going to talk about next.
Right.
And I've got Siberia.
Okay.
So I only have 3 out of the, good grief, 15, or I don't know, out of the dozen or so C41 films that are available on a continuous basis.
We are in a color film desert right now.
Desert.
If you see a small oasis of a color film somewhere, you should buy it. You should buy it.
But it's mostly fake.
It's probably fake.
Yeah. But so I got Siberia in 50, 100, and 160 and 35 millimeter. I only got 10 rolls each. I'm down to 2 rolls of the 100. And so I've sold over half of that. And that's at $16.95.
Mm.
Then I also have Ektar, of which I only have what's that behind you right there? 4 rolls?
Oh.
Right here.
Yeah, it's only 4 rolls.
I got 4 rolls of Ektar 100 35 millimeter. That's it. How many rolls of Portra 400 do I have 35 millimeter?
None.
Goose eggs.
None.
160?
No.
Goose eggs. 800? Goose eggs.
And it doesn't matter what speed.
Ultramax? Goose eggs.
No.
Gold 35? Goose eggs.
No.
Pro Image? Goose eggs.
Fuji 200, Fuji 400.
Fuji 200, Fuji 400, goose eggs. What's the last one I'm missing? Pro Image, Color Plus.
Yeah, somebody asked for Pro Image when it came in today.
Yeah, and the thing of it is, as far as I know, Pro Image and Color Plus most likely is it. Well, it is being. It's not being discontinued. Don't start that rumor. Don't start that rumor. But what it's being postponed.
Mm.
And I'm thinking, what isn't being postponed?
Everything's being postponed.
Everything's being postponed. Yeah. So
you have one more Resurrected film to discuss.
Yes. Kono, the Light Art 400.
Delight Art.
400.
400 speed.
Now, in the studying that I have done on this, the research that I've done.
Very studious.
Well, I was bored. It was lunchtime. Nobody was here. No. The Kono Delight Art 100 has been out since 2019.
Okay.
And in so reading through, this is what I've been doing over the months, and not just for this, but I did go back and do some more research a little bit. From what I understand, Kono Delight Art 100 is Ektar that has added an extra layer of emulsion on top of it.
All right.
Re-spooled and called the Light Art 100.
Okay, and what is this extra layer doing for us?
It just throws a whole new tint.
Besides art. It's art.
It throws a whole new tint on the film.
Okay.
I mean, it makes it look like a new film without being a new film.
All right, and that's why it's Resurrected.
It's Resurrected-ish. Right. Yeah, it's repurposed, which it repurposes Resurrected. And so that's been around.
Old house, new paint. I understand. Yeah,
okay. That's been around since 2019. And it's $25.99 a roll. That hasn't stopped people from buying it because I've been selling it. It's available in 35 and in 120. Now the thing is what's new refurbished or resurrected is the Art Delight 400. Don't even know. Whenever I got that, I was excited. I put it up on the shelf and I said, "Yes, this is cool." Again, $25.99 a roll. And I went and said, "Let's go do some research." I think I
bought some of that, didn't I? I bought some 35 of that. Yeah.
And I
haven't shot it yet, but I bought it.
I've actually sold several rolls of these things, mainly because it's really
because
cool.
Everybody's desperate.
Yeah,
there's no color film.
There's a lot of people.
Please, I gotta have some.
Yeah, it's like they bought it because there was really nothing else to buy. But the cool thing is that whenever I went to sit down, I went Delight Art 400. 3 things popped up.
All right,
just 3 things. It just boop boop boop. That's it. Now I'll probably go back and there's dozens of things, but it was so new or current that there was nothing out there because I was trying to figure out. Okay, 100 is Ektar. Wonder what 400 is using.
Okay,
and if it's Portrait 400, I'm just gonna lose it. No. So it'll be interesting. But I have had people buy that, and I'm anxiously kind of interested in seeing what the results are, seeing how it looks.
Well, I'm going to have to shoot the roll, and I think I've got some. I think I have some photo opportunity coming up this weekend. So I'm going to see. I should shoot some. Maybe some lovely flowers, or maybe out at the barn, something like that. So it's going to be fun.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Yeah. So that's sort of the look for 2022. The new, the dead, the resurrected.
The resurrected. Yeah.
And that's kind of an. That's kind of what's going on right now. But it's really exciting because, like I said, on one day, 2 things hit. And I mean, the phone was, you got gold 120 in stock.
You got it in.
You got gold 120 in stock. You got gold 120 in stock. No. You got 400D in stock.
No.
And so they're going, no, they just announced it today that they're doing this. So again, I said, okay, I got up. Whenever I heard it, I ran in there, sat down on my computer.
So wait,
madly typing, like a cat on the piano.
Yeah, you're trying to figure out what these things are.
No. Order. I will take 400 rolls of this.
How much you got? I'll take it all.
Send. And my computer wasn't working, so I was.
So it's like trying to buy tickets to a rock band, and you can't even get the the busy signal. You're getting the busy signal. Beep beep. Oh, redial.
So I just took a break, helped other customers, went back in there and go, I want to add 400 rolls to this order. Mm-hmm. And I was sitting there going, send. And then I was busy again. So after a while, I just said, okay, I'm just going to call him. Call. Beep beep.
Oh
beep,
yeah, busy signal. Busy.
And I'm just gritting the phone, and my poor little flip phone almost flipped out. And I'm trying to reach my supplier so I can get my order in.
Trying to reach people.
Real life people.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody I've talked to before, so I know they exist.
And they know your name.
They know, yes. They call me number 17. I am number 17.
Number 17.
Yes, I am on that island, that remote island where all the prisoners are called number 1, number 2,
number 17.
Who's number 1?
You'll have to find that video to figure out which one number 17 was.
That's right. But anyway, so it was exciting. But I was in there frantically trying to place an order, and finally got someone on the line and said, "Hey, did you get my emails?" "Yeah, we've got 400 on it." "No, that's the second email. Did you get the first one?" And he goes, "Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, all right. Wait, we'll get 800. You want 800 rolls? You're in the queue." So I did get on the queue. It took me a few hours to get in the queue, but I got in the queue, and that's what I was excited about. Now, the demand on that is still so strong that I am probably going to place another order for 400 more rolls.
Yeah.
To just get in the queue and keep it like it'll be like there's a gap between my first order and the next order.
It's a tough business, guys, and he's trying desperately hard to get film in here to sell it to you guys to keep you shooting.
I have thousands of rolls on back order. The limbo of back order.
So you have more film on back order than you have on this shelf.
Close.
Dangerously close. All right. I didn't know if that was a true statement, but
no, because
it sounds like
I don't even remember how much I have back ordered for 435, 835, 160, 35. I don't know how much. I can't remember how much gold I have on back order.
Well, guarantee he's got more color film on back order than he's got on the show.
I've got more color film way on back order that's actually in queue than I have that's up here. So the only 3 color films that I have is, again, Siberia, Delight Art, and Ektar, and only have 4 rolls of Ektar left. And that's the wrap up of kind of what's going on. So, I mean,
guys, that is the new, the dead, and the resurrected of film. Yeah. We tried to, try to keep you as informed as we possibly can. And, that is everything he knows.
I try to cram it into a smaller time frame, but it's just kind of a lot.
It's a lot of information. So I pick and choose.
I get excited about it.
He gets very excited about it. So
yeah, you ought to see what I say.
Hope you guys enjoyed that.
Well, yeah, you ought to see what I say off record. Beep, beep, beep. Few beeps in there. But yeah.
I got a little bit more of the soapbox.
Yeah. So now you bought something.
So now I actually found something in the store. Actually in the store. Bought it right here in the store. And this is your lovely film picker. It's a film picker.
It's not American Pickers?
No, I have words for those guys. So anyways. No, it's the.
No, you like this.
I like this. I don't like the American Pickers. But if you want to see the instructions.
Yeah, I kind of want to see.
So this is the film picker here, guys. It's just got a couple little slides on it, and what it helps you, as I was calling it, is a film retriever, because it helps you retrieve your film. As a matter of fact, I brought in some film because I actually spent so much. I had a great time. I was retrieving the film leads. I actually went ahead and did all of them, and you know what? After our last video, I'm going to go off on a limb and say that a tool like this is
very, very important in the darkroom.
Well, it's very high. It's highly approved by somebody like, I don't know, Legacy Photo Lab, right? Because they would love it if you gave them their film with the film leader already out. Okay. Now, mind you, if you're one of those really talented people who can stop rolling your film back and not roll it all the way in, hey, great, you can do that. But me personally, I roll my film all the way in, and that
all the way in,
because
that way he knows it's been shot.
I know it's been shot, so I wind it all the way back. As a matter of fact, I believe my Nikon F6 and my Nikon F100, they're just programmed to roll it all the way back in, and I like the feeling to know that it's all the way back in there. However, if I'm going to develop this myself, or if I'm going to be really super nice to the photo lab,
let them know you're a pro.
Like Legacy Photo Lab. I want them to know I'm a pro.
Yep.
So I'm going to use this lovely little tool here. So the first thing you do is now you have to be a little bit quiet, because you need to hear the clicks, because you're going to spin it around. All right, so that's a little click. So what happened is the little leader in here has gone past the little point, and it's kind of done a little flick sound.
Yep.
So now I'm just going to put this. I'm going to sneak this in there. Okay.
They call him clicker.
Okay. I've slipped all the little pieces into there.
Yep.
And at this point, I can I can push in the first one.
Push it in.
I've already done.
Yeah,
I pushed in the first one. So just let you see. I just take. So there's an A and there's a B. I'm going to push in A. Okay.
Yep. A first.
It's in there. Now I have to do this again. There's a click. But it says, the instructions say to do it 4 times. I don't know why. But anyways, I did it again. Still, it was a tiny little click. Now,
the second one was much louder.
I'm going to push in B. Okay. Yeah. So now I have all that in there. So this thing's like, I think this is also called like a frog's tongue or something like that.
They call it a frog's tongue.
So now I've got both of those in there, and hopefully I've got the film sandwiched between those pieces. And now I should just be able to pull it out. And like magic, I have my film leader.
Yeah. Wow. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This right here, now I know that we're talking about photo labs, but Lone Star Darkroom bought 2 of these from me.
They did.
They bought 2.
They liked them too.
No, they didn't like them. They loved them.
They loved them.
Loved them. Hunter. You remember Hunter?
We did a lovely video, Hunter. In fact, I'm going to put that link above his head over there.
Yeah, we did a wonderful, and I don't know if she's seen it or not still.
So like I said, I did all of these in here. Even the pot. See, I did shoot pot stamp.
Yeah, there you go.
I have done all my leaders. I'm ready to give this film either to me or my photo lab.
That's right. Absolutely. But they stated, she goes, these things are wonderful. So one of the people over at the community darkroom came back and bought one for themselves. They said that these things are much easier than some of the other pickers that they've used in the past. That this one is just a lot better made and a lot easier to use.
So easy to use. So easy.
Even he could do it.
Even I could. Yes, exactly. So guys, now I highly recommend a squeegee, but now I'm going to highly recommend a film picker as well, especially if you're shooting 35.
Yeah.
Because I used to do where you actually take the can opener, rip off the can. I do this in the darkroom and pull the film out that way. But so it's so barbaric. All you have to do is pull out the leader, cut off the end, start feeding it on there. It's so much easier. So really, this little tool is worth it's. I've already done probably pretty close to all those rolls
right there. Now you have another. Yep. Are the tabs folded?
All my tabs are folded.
But we call it.
I'm a pro.
Filmtographers fold their tabs.
I'm a filmographer. I fold my tabs.
He folds his tabs, and
I pull out the leaders.
And now, is that Legacy Photo approved?
It is.
All right. I like this. That is great stuff. So a lot of good stuff on film.
Yes, and I just need to get it developed. Either I'm going to do it or I'm going to give it to one of these labs right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm behind. I'm behind schedule.
Yeah.
So that's my new favorite tool. If you can get yourself a film picker, Todd has them on sale. I see almost a dozen of them up, at least 10.
They are. And the thing of it is they are expensive. They're $16.95 a piece. But it will definitely help you and make you a very valued customer.
If you grab an Ilford Patterson kit, I highly recommend the film picker and the squeegee.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's just me.
Yeah, because in the IP kit, they have the church key where you just rip it right off.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible.
The barbaric way.
That's barbaric. Why would you do that?
I don't know. I'm
never going to do that again.
Yes, but this is going to be, and this is an exciting year on the film front, on the still photography for the filmtographers year.
Okay. Well, guys, we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to let you know I'm wearing this lovely shirt because it's for a future video. I actually went to a wedding, and we're going to talk about that maybe next time or the time after. It depends on when this film gets developed.
Yep.
So I'm going to show some pictures and talk about wedding photography and all sorts of different, all the types of fun that I had while he was here working.
And I have heard, because I haven't seen you.
He has not seen me for a little while, so I won't be wearing Smokey the Bear. I've got another shirt that's more apropos for it.
And I tell you what, that is a video to look forward to because it's going to be a fun one.
We're going to have some fun. I might have had too much to drink.
So, hey, what do we normally say at the end of the videos?
Well, we do. We do normally say, please do share, like, subscribe, tell a friend,
tell everybody,
tell 2 friends,
tell it on a mountain.
Please go ahead and tell Mama Holga that I will be bringing over her lens baby because she did ask for it back.
That's it. The call has been made.
She did say I would like my lens baby back, and I'm like, but you don't use it.
she just finally saw it to the end of the video.
She finally saw the end of it. She claims she saw it several videos ago, but she hasn't said anything.
She didn't say anything.
I don't think it counts.
It doesn't count because she didn't see it to the end.
All right.
Not like you.
You guys are watching all the way to the end, and we'll see you guys next time. Later, y'all. Up and out. Only you can prevent forest fires. You know that, right?
Yeah, but you should have done study. Where was Smokey the Bear found originally?
I was in the Rocky Mountains, my friend. Rocky Mountains.
Man, and you were there with an axe man?
No.